Halo Infinite is the most anticipated Halo game of all time. Now, that statement may seem confusing to you, and yeah, I get that. No one cares about Halo anymore. This isn't 2007, it doesn't sound like it used to. The player populations on the MCC and Halo 5 in the low tens of thousands at best. Despite all of this, Halo Infinite, almost against all of the odds, has built up an unexpected aura of anticipation and expectation amongst Halo fans and gamers alike. I've not seen the Halo community this desperate for Halo news in my entire memory. I see 4 reasons for this strange turn of events for the franchise, and I would like to dive into them a little bit. Firstly, it has been 5 years since the last mainline entry game, Halo 5, and we all know that that was not the success Halo fans had hoped for. It was perhaps the biggest low point in the series. 5 long years. The longest wait of any Halo game, I might add, smashing the series' norm of the 3-year wait. These 2 extra years have made a big difference. The memories of dissatisfaction that Halo 5 created for some have faded, and people are now back to yearning for a new entry once more. Sure, Halo 5's arena multiplayer was one of the franchise's best. Its rendition of Forge was even better. But everyone knows the story, and especially the misleading advertising campaign, left a bad taste in even the most loyal of Halo devotees' mouth. In these 5 long years, I've watched the community slowly become more and more desperate for anything Halo related. I've seen my favourite Halo creators scraping the barrel for content ideas for years now. It really is a testament to this community strength and passion that these creators are still going strong and staying true to Halo, pumping out great content on YouTube and beyond. This 5-year absence has also yielded its fair share of negative aspects for the franchise. Dozens and dozens of other first-person shooters have released in this time, taking the Halo audience away from the franchise. I'm talking 5 Call of Duties, 2 Battlefields, 2 Battlefronts, Titanfall 2, Apex Legends, Doom 2016, Eternal, Overwatch, Valorant, to only name a few. Regardless, even with all of this competition, I still believe Halo stands out in this crowded market. It is and will always be unique, playing completely different to all of the aforementioned games, and after 5 years, I think it might be the perfect time for Halo to return to the limelight. They say silence is deafening. The lack of Infinite news could certainly be seen as deafening. They've hinted at a more classic art style, but we all know the trailers are definitely not final when it comes to Halo. It is very strange that we are months from a supposed release date and we basically know nothing about the game. Everything has come down to this July Xbox showcase. The July reveal of Infinite gameplay has almost garnered mythological status. We all speak of July as the time where we find out what the fuck Halo Infinite actually is. We know much more about the other Halo games when they were close to release. For example, for Halo 5, I think we had a full multiplayer beta about 12 months before release. This silence for the game has definitely contributed to this huge build of anticipation surrounding the game. Obviously, let's address the elephant in the room. There has been a global pandemic if you haven't noticed, and this has meant 343 have had to continue work on Halo Infinite from home, and this has undoubtedly affected the marketing rollout for Infinite, hence the long silence. But this could actually work in Halo's favour, as this long silence has left everyone clamouring for anything Infinite related, so much so that the Infinite theories are getting crazier and crazier by the hour as we build up to July. Additionally, Halo Infinite is an Xbox Series X launch title, and that automatically brings the hype to new levels. Not only 5 years to improve the technology present in Halo 5, but new hardware and a new engine to boot to make it Infinite the most powerful and technically impressive Halo ever. Personally, I'm looking for the new tech to allow for a full game of massive scale levels similar to that of the first few levels of a Halo CE. Imagine a full game of levels like Halo and the Silent Cartographer. Yes, please. Now yes, I know Halo Infinite will also be on Xbox One too, which will limit how far it can actually go. But after playing Doom Eternal recently on my 6-year-old Xbox One, it still felt insanely impressive, and I still think Infinite can feel next gen and get to those heights. So if Doom is anything to go off, Halo Infinite can still feel amazing, hopefully being optimized for whatever platform it is on, with Series X and PC taking its performance to its absolute peak. Even after all of these years, Halo is still Xbox's poster boy and biggest property. When it comes to first-party, first-person shooters, PlayStation has never come close to Halo. Infinite can still be the system seller the Combat Evolved was 20 years ago, and this immensely excites me. After all, Xbox and especially big man Phil Spencer need Halo Infinite to deliver because they've fallen far behind Sony in the first party game race. Last but not least, I wanted to touch on something that's been well talked about in the community in recent years, and that is the fact that many see Infinite as 343's last chance to prove to a lot of Halo fans that they can make a great Halo game. Now, in my opinion, I'm kind of split in this area because I do believe 343 Industries has taken the franchise to new heights in certain areas of 4 and 5. Ultimately, Halo Infinite will not be do or die. The most diehard of Halo fans will never abandon the series because they love Halo, and a lot of people actually enjoy 343's games over Bungie's. Whatever happens, 343 will continue to make Halo games long into the future. Microsoft is just not going to fire the studio they built from the ground up with the sole purpose of making Halo games. However, that does not mean there is not a lot of people that are on the fence for 343. If Infinite does not deliver, I just don't see these people coming back to the franchise. I think 343 knows this, and this is why I believe they are going to throw everything into the kitchen sink when it comes to Halo Infinite. I'm talking a long campaign, firefight, theatre, forge, custom games, social and competitive arena, a potential battle royale for God's sakes. They need all of this to make sure Infinite makes waves in the industry. Halo is a series which has been lying dormant for far too long. It is time for it to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Was that too much? In all seriousness, I'm feeling really optimistic and excited about Infinite. I cannot wait to find out what they have in store for us. Thanks for watching.